time is running really, really fast, right? I mean, just a few months ago, you were just regular kids in school, in church, and now, you know, you have a press conference, and right now we have our friends from the press who want to know you better, and of course, that's what we'll do. So let's start with our first question. From One Soul, would you like to step up to the microphone, please, and ask your question? Kindly introduce yourself with your name, please. Hi.
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 Lobo.
May we know your name, please, so we can get to know you better as well?
Ivan from One Soul.
Ivan from One Soul.
Lobo. I just want to ask, how does it feel to be chosen as one of the 7 members of HORI7ON?
Okay, Winston, would you like to take this? Go ahead.
Hi, this is Winston of HORI7ON. Hi, Evan. It's such an honor to be part of HORI7ON kasi parang it's a big responsibility to represent the Philippines and as well to showcase our talent. And it's like the dreams come true kasi pinangarap ko talaga na maging isang artist like this, like performing in the dream stage and to showcase my talents. And ngayon as a group, like it was just overwhelming na makakapag-perform ako, not only myself but with them as well.
Yes, of course, Winston is just, you know, a boy from Samar, and now, you know, he's here in Novotel in front of you on his way to fly to Korea. Diba? What a journey, what a journey. All right, who would like to add? Is that okay? All right. Okay, kana Ivan. All right, thank you so much. Ivan from One Soul.
Thank you.
Now let's meet our friend from the media from Annyeong Oppa. Annyeong Oppa, hello.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm John from Annyeong Oppa. And my question is, we know that you had to undergo training to be part of this group. Can you tell us which training was the most challenging and which one was the most fun?
Ooh.
Anyone can answer.
Okay, Marcus, go ahead.
I think one of the most challenging parts of training or just practicing for a performance is getting everyone synchronized, because of course there's 7 of us that will be performing and we have to really learn everything step by step so that we look as clean as possible on stage. But I think the most fun is learning new choreos, and that happened mostly when we were HORI7ON, like for a few days, like maybe after Dreammaker ended, that's when we had to learn many choreographies and we had to clean and just train for a while. But it was a very fun experience because we enjoy learning new things for other people.
Yes, and you know, just to give you guys an idea, I was able to talk to Miss Kim Chu, who performed with them during the dream finale of Dreammaker. And she was, of course, trained also by our Korean mentors who were there. Mentor Baewan, he is here. Coach Lee is here as well, yes. She was saying, down to the fingertip, yung angulo ng fingertip, they would correct you. So that's how intense, that's how intricate their training is. Yes, kaya yung sinasabi nila, kailangan i-perfect nila yung synchronization nila and the angles. Yeah, so it's really hard, but they're really trying their best to make everyone proud. All right, now let's go to our next friend from the media, from One Media Access. Kindly approach the microphone. Hi.
Hi, hello. Your journey is just beginning. What are you looking forward to as a group in the next phase of your careers?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't catch your name po.
I'm sorry, Jack from
Jack?
One Media.
Okay, Jack from One Media Access. Thank you so much for your question. Who would like to answer?
I think isang excited kami is living in Korea for sure because we haven't been there and it's something new for us, the culture and also the language, so it's a lot of adjusting to do for all of
of us, and the fact that we're gonna be there away from our families, just us, it brings a kind of comfort na knowing na the 7 of us are always going to be together no matter what. And yeah, I'm excited for everything that Korea is waiting for us.
So, lahat kayo first time sa Korea, if ever?
I think Marcus has been, but only for like work. For 8 months.
For 8 months?
Oh, that's long.
So, tumira ka sa Korea? For what?
That was the time I was in the Lion King musical, and we went to Daegu, Seoul, and Busan.
Oh yes, he was the young Simba in the Lion King musical before, when he was much younger. You're super young now, you're the youngest. He's just 13 years old, but when you were much younger, you were part of that. Alright, next, we have our friend from Philstar Live. Would you like to approach the microphone? Anyone from Philstar Live? You're the chosen tribute now? Okay. Kindly state your name and, of course, your question for Horizon. Horizon, of course, is fresh from their Mindanao Mall Tour. Congratulations,
yes, thank
guys.
you.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Rats from Philstar Live.
Rats.
Hello, Rats.
Okay. So I'd just like to ask again also about your training. So aside from the usual like singing and dancing lessons, have you also had training in other areas like language, for example? Thank you.
Interesting question. Okay, have you had training for other?
Actually, for language, it's not yet been explored yet. But maybe in Korea, they're encouraging us to learn the language because, of course, we're going to be collaborating with a lot of Korean people. And yeah, actually today we just met our Korean manager. So yeah, I think we're slowly getting into the Korean culture slowly but surely. But yeah, what else have we been like training?
I think your full focus right now is on one thing, right?
And that's dancing. Mr. Lee told us that while we're in the Philippines, before we go to Korea, as much as possible, we're going to focus on dancing. And he told us also that maybe when we arrive in Korea, that's when we do many more things. And that includes vocal lessons, and like what Kuya Vinci said, language. But also, there'll also be time for us to study, if ever.
Yes. But right now, diba 12 hours yung dance nyo, tama ba?
It's 12 hours.
12 hours every day. Can you tell them about it?
Actually, si Jeremy, he's been a dancer for a long time now.
7 years.
Yeah. Like
Jeremy, ano yung mga sinalihan mo before?
Marami na po nasalihan, like yung nag-represent po kami sa ibang bansa in Australia. Sumali po kami sa competition na Supremacy Battlegrounds, right?
Supremacy Battlegrounds. Okay. Nanalo kayo doon?
Yes po. Nag-back-to-back champion rin.
Ay! Wow naman! Ilang taon ka nun?
Around 8 or 9 po ako nun.
Oh, cute!
So, yun, sobrang bata pa po talaga.
Yes, and may nakikita kami clips na kasama mo si Billy Crawford.
Oh yes, sa Little Big Shots po. May kasama po ako doon. May parang pinag-partner po kami ng ABS.
Yes.
And also given that we still do basics of dancing, we still go back to the roots kasi parang dun naman talaga nanggagaling yung improvement ng isa't isa. So every day we study the basics of dancing, like groove and the angles, like everything is on point to the T. So it's hard, but it's worth it because we see the improvement in our performances, and I think, and I hope the fans do too.
Yes. Winston, you were raising your hand.
Aside from dancing and singing as well, we also train to be polite and as well the good attitude, especially the time, because the Korean are very strict when it comes to time. So sometimes they talk to us like, oh, you need to arrive this time, before 5 minutes before the call time. So they train us like, you know, how to adapt that, the Korean culture. Like, it's so very important for them, and it's like very big respect for them if you know, if you arrive the call time. Yeah.
Yeah, so aside from the formal lessons and dancing and singing, because you're living with them, you're training with them every day, you're being trained as well sa culture na nila.
Yes.
Yun nga, Filipino time, oo. Yes.
And also to add din, marami po kaming natutunan about the Koreans. Kunwari, pag training po namin, bawal po namin ilagay yung hands namin sa pockets.
Ha?
Yes. Like, basta, it's not good to see that. So, pero it's been, ano naman, normal na ngayon. Dati nung una kasi parang,
Oh, wala naman.
no intention naman, no ill intentions, but it's just there. But, yeah, mga ganun po.
May mga ganong nuances. Ikaw, Jen.
During Dream Maker po, like
Mm.
yung first training ko namin, kasi
Yes.
nilit ko talaga yung kamay ko ipasok sa bracket. Then,
Oo.
yung pangalawang beses na po, parang pinalabas na po ako. Yes!
You were sent out of the room dahil
Yes!
lang
Yes, then mga ilang minuto lang po, si Coach Bay, he
Mentor
go out
Bay?
and talk to me that don't do it again because it's like disrespect. Yeah. So
It was the very first thing that they said to us when we entered the training room.
yes po. That's why sinasanay ko na po nung during Dream Maker na huwag na ipasok yung kamay sa bracket.
Oo. So ano lang, nasa labas na lang. Basta gano'n na lang siya. So may mga ganun pala, no, na for us, it's very new, it's very different, but for them, it's what's normal there. And so, dagdag pa yun sa dapat nyo matutuhan. Aside from dancing and singing, there are certain cultural differences that we have to adjust to. Yes, okay. Ang hirap. Ang hirap, nakakatakot. Pero kaya niyan, guys. Fighting.
Fighting.
Okay. Next, let's have our friend from Oppa is Life. Oppa is Life. Thank you for joining us.
Hello po. Hello po.
Hi.
Hello po.
I'm Ella, and here's the question. What can we expect from your upcoming fan meet at the New Frontier on Sunday?
Oh, thank you, Ella. What to expect sa fan meet? Sinong gustong sumagot? Ano yung mga dapat nilang abangan? May mga prepare kayo, di ba?
Yes,
Special.
we have a lot in store for the fans. We prepared a lot and we're training every day to give you the best performances, and we don't want to spoil anything. So, syempre, experience yun eh, yung the surprise factor.
Yeah,
So,
but we know that there were many people that went to our mall shows. But of course, in this fan meet, things will be different. We prepared new performances for you guys. So, of course, the songs that we used to perform will always be there, but new performances.
And I think one thing I can say, it's more intimate. Like, maybe close up with the fans.
Yeah,
We're gonna have interaction more with the fans. So, yeah. We're excited for that as well.
That's good news, because I've been reading online, there's been a clamor for like more interaction with you boys. Because during the mall show, of course, they can see you perform. It's a mall, syempre, kita-kita naman sila, but they want, yun nga, mas close up na interaction. So maybe we can expect something like that during the fan meet. And it's nice that you mentioned that, because a lot of your fans, thousands of fans have been watching your mall show. So what's new, diba, for the fan meet? So there are new performances, new songs, new dances. All right. Exciting. Yes, Kim, go ahead.
And pinaghandaan talaga namin na para sa fan meet. And after mga mall show, nagpa-practice pa po kami para maging maganda talaga yung performance namin sa fan meet, yung mga bagong games, gano'n.
Yes, kahit pagod na sa mall show, pag-uwi niyo sa may ABS, biglang, okay, training. Ganon po yung life nila. Okay. Thank you. I'm sure, diba, ma-appreciate yun ng fans nyo. Sa April 22, makikita nila yung fruits of your labor, yung pinaghirapan ninyo. Thank you so much!